From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Kansas City. We're bringing out from the middle of the end zone. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Caught by his back. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Off play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for him. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And that really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
2nd down carry for H.A. He gets forward, next about 4 yards. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Tagovailoa looking to throw here on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry-up here. Now Tagovailoa on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. Putting a receiver in motion. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. It's a 4-yard scamper, and they get some yards back. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Flush down out to his left. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Mostert does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. A couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Running forward, it's H.A. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Devon Achane with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
This one is up and good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Sanders all set to send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Chain again. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 33 on 2nd down. He's on the move. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Motioning left is Berrios. Switching it up here, Tagovailoa to throw. Completes this one to Hill. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Clock running, Dolphins will hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his running back deep down the left side. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
Yellow! Yellow!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Getting out to his left. Cut by Hunt. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. First down throw, Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. Now he takes it. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So that brings up 4th and long.
Yellow, yellow! Yellow! Hey, 57, top, right side!
Looking to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Attack, attack!
He's back to throw. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Dolphins are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Get on these sticks, bro. Stop playing, bro.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. The veteran, Jason
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Get a start. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. We'll open this drive on the ground with 4. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. 3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Jameis. He's got his man complete. That's Judy.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
They give it, and it's 4. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Again, it's 4. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. They was Zach Sealer in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Winston. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's a Browns first down. From the gun, Winston. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. Gordon Aiken. Touchdown, Cleveland. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This taken at the 5. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10. The lefty right to the air to start. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
In motion, it's Waddle. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Tua. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Winston. That'll be taken in by Moore. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Jameis. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 31 yards. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, here's Winston. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with a sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Jameis Winston, touchdown Browns. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop at 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. They'll motion the tight end Smith. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is hot. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the second time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
Hill brought in motion. From the gun, here's Tua. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and go right back on track.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And now they'll be looking at third and goal. In motion, it's Waddle. Now, Tagovailoa on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. To throw, Winston. Going deep downfield for Judy. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we hit halftime here in Cleveland, and the Browns are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started.
Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Tyreek now to return it. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Grant Delpit up to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. On 3rd down, they'll go with Achane. And he's going to go backwards yet again. The defense stands up tall one more time, and they force a 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tua. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now Chubb. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll go with Chubb.
Chubb, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua will give it to Achane. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
In motion, it's Waddle. Once again, it's Achane. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Here's Tungo Vailoa. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Winston to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. Going deep downfield for Judy. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's got another one. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here comes 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Chubb. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now Winston. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Now we get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there